from the seed perspective. Okay, so and we're actually going to get into a lot of metaphors and symbolism in here too. So, and that really does help as well to sort of understand what we're talking about and tie all this stuff together. So, Lamat or rabbit, it represents the seed, right? So, think about the harvest, harvesting food, harvesting what you, reaping what you sowed, right? And you can even tie this back to abundance as well. So, it's a season of harvest. Even within Maya traditions, Lamat was, a day to acknowledge and appreciate harvest and abundance and fertility. And there's a lot more going into the mythology behind Lamat as well. But we gonna, streamline this so we get to the finer details and all the gems quickly, or within a reasonable amount of time. Because when we start getting to the mythology of things, that's a whole nother kind of session it's going to turn into. And I really want you to be able to understand yourself. That's the priority here, though. That's the top priority that I got. So fertility, harvest, abundance, prosperity, that kind of stuff is brimming within the energy of rabbit. You can also think about reproduction and birth, and in between that you got this sensuous, sensual, nature, which kind of ties into the pleasure-seeking aspects. Because to if when you think about, even when you do creative work, right, or when you make a baby, when you're doing something you love, you know you're actually really enjoying the process, and it's a very pleasurable process, you could say, or at least it's supposed to, because not everyone who quote unquote has a business really like enjoys running it or finds it hard. But there is a certain level of reward and self pleasure that's going on over there, right? Yeah, but definitely, this energy, it really, within the notes that I have, because I do collect a lot of notes and do a lot of research. There's a big emphasis on the abundance side of things, and looking at the rabbit as a symbol of fertility, same way you would look at a seed as a symbol of fertility too. Now, with that being said, I want to dive into the deeper, character profile of rabbit, and I'm pretty much thinking that I'm gonna do this reading of Lamat in a part one and a part two. So this is gonna be part one. We still on part one, and yeah, let's keep going with this one. It's really fun. A lot of fortune, fortune favors the rabbit and the rabbit sign natives. You are intuitive, kind. You got a really good, generous side, which we're also gonna get into. So pretty much very good natured, Are gentle as well, if I have not said that. Adaptable, adjustable, and you will assimilate easily, or you know how to assimilate things easily. And excuse me, we're gonna talk more about this. I can't wait for the part two, because I'm gonna touch on something that is very key and very important about rabbit sign people. So you got a really good knack or talent for manifesting anything that you truly desire or truly want. And again, that kind of ties back into abundance. So yeah, take advantage of that. I definitely would. If I was a rabbit sign native, I'd take all the advantage of that I could. You know. And sometimes all you need is a little bit of patience, depending on the scenario. But definitely a lot of good manifestation strengths here. But you're not too adventurous, and you don't take too many risks, right? Uh, Risk taker, you don't take top spot in that one. Someone who was a storm native, a native of storm sign, or Kawak, as it's so called in the Yucatan language, they're more likely to take a lot of risks, and it's just within their energy to do so, and they're probably going to be rewarded for that as well. Sometimes you just have to be honor and abide by the energy that you are, or that you occupy, or that you wield, and live according to that. Because sometimes you go against your own nature, you kind of get into problems. So yeah, don't beat yourself up too much if you are not liking to take risks, and you want to make sure things are clear. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad quality. It just may be part of your nature. So Don't judge yourself for it. The reason why we do these readings and we get into this kind of information is because you want to be able to know or understand aspects of yourself a lot more better, and not to worry about if this is okay, that is okay, or if the way that you are is right or wrong. Once you understand your nature, you're able to just, oh, I get it now, go forward without having to question every little thing about yourself or your tendencies or inclinations that may just simply be natural to you. Okay. What else we got here for you? I got a lot to tell you. I got a lot. Just give me a second to gather myself. But it could be good, yeah. On the account of adventure and risk taking, it could be enjoyable for you or beneficial to partner with somebody who does like the more adventurous side of life. You may be more, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? You may be a bit more conservative, right? And you can kind of think about when I said the nervous energy. There are certain things that you will, kind of like dipping the toe in the pool and not necessarily just jumping in. You might have a lot of fun if you have a friend or a so and so around you who is like that, to kind of have some balance if that happens to be an issue for you or something you want to explore, right? Okay, what else can we get into? There is a saying that you're likely to experience numerous ups and downs in life, and some of that will help you to acquire wisdom. Despite you being very good natured, very kind, very generous, there could still be some ups and downs. Don't take it personally. Look at it as learning experiences if that happens to be the case, right? What else do I have to say? Oh, also you're really good with kids, really good with children, you know, because again, that connection to fertility and abundance, you make a very good caretaker, very good, very dedicated caretaker. Um, Also, when you do have children, you may have a bit of trouble letting them go to experience a life for themselves. You may be holding on to that door a little longer than you need to, not letting them go. You got it. That part of the rabbit that does not like to take risks or is a bit nervous. That can kind of get into play when it comes to those that you love that are around you, whether it's family or children. More so children. This is what it's really touching on over here. Yeah, so just be mindful of that. Just be mindful of that, or understand where it may be coming from. Right. You love to have tranquility and security, and you find that you flourish better in those situations, or your wisdom flourishes better in those situations. So yeah. What else did I have to tell you? I like the background sound, by the way. It's really chill. I felt it paired well with the subject matter at hand. It's also gonna be good for you. I got this shamanistic music playing, so uh, authentic wisdom traditions is also something that's coming out, right? Authentic wisdom traditions to learn and expand the mind, to find that deep inner knowledge. Because people with Lamat energy or rabbit energy are already they have incarnated within themselves this deep knowing or this deep wisdom. And a lot of times when you just find that intellectual information or that exposure on, it allows you to sort of gain access to that hidden wisdom that is already within you. So exploring different wisdom traditions, mystical traditions, reading a lot of books, gathering a lot of knowledge, continuing to stimulate your mind with things that genuinely interest you, right? That will help to reawaken what you instinctively already know. You know what I'm saying? And again, back to the idea of having peace, security, tranquility. It's good to have those things to sort of accommodate this thing that you're trying to do in terms of searching for wisdom and diving deeper into your inner knowledge.